my time in Women's Communications Boot Camp. It was a class of 8 women, and it was an awesome opportunity to learn about their different walks of life. We definitely had a life-changing week. It was really cool to spend time with a news anchor and learn how we can talk on the news and share stories with the news. We also learned more about social media and also advocating for agriculture with our legislators. Sometimes we kind of forget, that they're real people, and my legislator actually lives half a mile down the road from me. So it was a great opportunity to kind of meet with him and speak about one of the issues that was going through the House that day.
I learned a lot of really interesting things. I learned how to do a TV interview, radio interviews, and how they're different. I learned a couple of social media tricks, and I also learned a lot of interpersonal communication skills that have helped me professionally just within my own business, talking to my business partners.
You think about what is a boot camp. It was almost like the unknown. But when I heard communication, it got my curiosity up because I always feel like I need to communicate better. One of the skills that I took away was learning how to advocate. Talk to politicians to let them know, what do we really want as a woman farmer?
Women have such a strong voice in agriculture, and especially whenever it comes to Farm Bureau. So I think during the week of Women's Communications Boot Camp, it was really cool to see that everyone came from different walks of life. Everyone came from a different background in agriculture. One of the girls was from a dairy operation, one grows cut flowers, another one focused on vegetables and other types of produce. So it was just really cool to see, how all of those elements kind of come together to all make up South Carolina's agriculture industry.
Boot camp was incredibly helpful, equipping me to go out into the world and tell people about what I do, because I'm someone, now I feel like not only do I want to be in the room, but I want to be part of the conversation, and I want to put myself out there, which is something I struggled with in the past.
I was honored to be part of South Carolina's Women's Communication Boot Camp. I learned so much at that one, and so it got me so excited that I wanted to continue on. So now I have the opportunity to go to American Farm Bureau's Women's Boot Camp in Washington, D.C. The first boot camp taught me so much about what to expect. So it's not like the unknown, but it's a learning curve to really improve on what I already know.
One of the biggest pieces of advice that I would give to a woman in agriculture is don't be afraid to share your story. In Women's Communications Boot Camp, we called it your why, so don't be scared to tell your why you're doing what you're doing, why you love the agriculture industry, what it means to you, and especially why you're involved in Farm Bureau.
I think that so often the women in Farm Bureau are older generation. And one lady approached me one time and said, "Margaret, you have encouraged me to get involved. I always felt like I was too old, but you're never too old. You're really the experienced one to let the younger generation know what you know." I think we are the senior people that is out there to encourage the younger generation, our daughters, our granddaughters, and so forth. Never be afraid, never feel like you're too old to do anything, because you'll be surprised what knowledge you do have.
Farm Bureau has given me the confidence not only to be in the room, but be a part of the conversation.
At the end of the day, I kind of realized that we're all here for one purpose, and that is to advocate for South Carolina's agriculture industry.